1 minute, you're on that dream family vacation you've been saving up for, your kids' laughter echoing in some beautiful, faraway place. The next, silence. Then, a scream. A serious accident. You're miles from your trusted doctors, staring down a medical bill that could change your lives forever. And believe me, it happens more often than you might think. Thousands of families face medical emergencies on their trips every year. So, what stands between a total nightmare and a crisis you can actually manage? For so many, the answer comes down to 3 simple words: travel medical insurance. Let me tell you about the Miller family, Sarah and Tom, and their 2 kids, Leo, who's 8, and Mia, just 6. They'd spent years dreaming about this trip, a 2-week adventure exploring ancient European cities. They imagined all the history, the amazing food, the memories they'd make together. To say they were excited? Well, that's putting it mildly. Little Leo, always the explorer, had his binoculars practically glued to his eyes, and Mia was busy practicing her few words of Italian. They planned everything, down to the last detail. And thankfully, that included a travel insurance policy, something they hoped was just a precaution, bought for that, just in case, peace of mind. And that first week? Pure magic. Cobblestone streets, incredible new tastes, and a camera roll full of happy faces. They felt so carefree, soaking up the joy of discovery, thousands of miles from home but feeling closer than ever as a family. Next stop. A gorgeous coastal town. The kids, thrilled by the sea, were playing near an old stone wall that overlooked a stunning, but rocky, shoreline. Sarah was trying to get the perfect photo. Tom was showing Mia the sailboats in the distance. Then, that happy shriek? It twisted into a sharp cry of pain. Leo had slipped. He'd fallen awkwardly from a low bit of the wall onto the uneven ground below. The beautiful day just broke. Tom ran to Leo, who was clutching his leg, his face white with pain. You know that look. This wasn't just a bump or a scrape. The local clinic? Tiny. The doctors were kind, but their English was sparse, which just piled on the stress. The X-rays showed what they dreaded: a bad break. His leg needed surgery. That's when the real panic hit. You're in a foreign country, your kid needs an operation. The costs alone, surgery, the hospital, how would they even get home? Special flights? How do you even figure that out? Their dream trip turned into a full-blown nightmare. Those crippling medical costs you hear about? Suddenly, that was their reality. The language barrier, a medical system they didn't understand, being so far from everything familiar, it was all crushing. Lost in all that fear and confusion, with the hospital machines beeping and unfamiliar voices rushing around, Sarah suddenly remembered the travel insurance. The documents were in her email. Hands shaking, she pulled up the emergency number. Honestly, it felt like their last hope. She explained everything, her voice breaking. And the person on the other end? Calm, professional, so reassuring. That was it. That was the moment things started to change. The agent just listened, asked what they needed, and then, clear as day, explained how the insurance would kick in. They'd cover the medical bills, deal with the hospital, make sure Leo got top-notch care. Imagine hearing that. For the Millers, it was like someone threw them a life raft in the middle of a hurricane. That crushing weight? It started to lift, just a little, making room for a tiny bit of hope. And the insurance company didn't waste any time. They got right in touch with the hospital, sorted out the payment for Leo's surgery and his stay. That horrible fear about the money? Gone. Just like that. Their 24/7 emergency help? Absolutely crucial. Leo's surgery went well, and as he started to get better, the insurance folks were right there helping figure out how to get them home. See, with Leo's leg, a regular flight wasn't going to cut it. But the policy covered medically necessary evacuation, basically, making sure he could travel safely and as comfortably as possible. The insurance team helped book new flights that worked for his situation. Can you imagine trying to deal with airline red tape and crazy last-minute prices on your own through all that? They didn't have to, and it wasn't just about the money. The advice, the reassurance from the insurance provider, that was huge. They weren't facing this alone anymore. Once they were back home, Leo started healing in his own bed, with their own doctors looking after him. Then the bills arrived from the hospital overseas, for the emergency transport. Bills that honestly would have crippled them financially. But the travel insurance? It covered every penny, just like they said it would. That whole ordeal was awful, no doubt. It pushed them to their limits. But it didn't break them. Not their bank account, and not their spirits. Their peace of mind took a hit, for sure, but it came back. And you know, the Miller's story, as intense as it is, isn't some rare event. Families run into medical emergencies all the time on vacation. Trips get canceled because someone gets sick. Luggage disappears. It happens every single day. Travel insurance is that safety net you really need. It's not just about covering the costs, though that's huge. It's about having someone in your corner when things go wrong and you're feeling totally exposed. Some policies even have. The Millers were smart. They thought ahead. And because of that, what could have been an absolute disaster became something they could handle. So, before you head off on your next family trip, just stop and think about those what-ifs for a second. Getting good travel insurance isn't just another expense. Think of it as investing in your family's safety and your own sanity. You don't want something unexpected to wreck your dream vacation or your bank balance, right? So, check out the link in the description. Find out how family travel insurance can look out for you and your favorite people when you're exploring the world. Someone once said something really true. Nobody who's ever had to make a travel insurance claim regrets buying it. They're just incredibly glad they did. Think about it. A broken leg in Europe like Leo's, getting sick right before that big cruise you've planned for ages, or your luggage vanishing with all your essentials. Travel insurance is designed for exactly these moments. It's there to protect your family, your money, and maybe most importantly, it gives you the confidence to actually enjoy your travels. So, make sure those precious memories you're about to make are covered. Travel smart and travel safe. Camaraderie Health Agency carry comprehensive travel insurance packages that includes a number of valuable benefits. You are invited to subscribe to Camaraderie Health Agency YouTube channel or go to www.camaraderiehealthagency.com or call 224-433-5754.